Mm-hmm.
All right. So Seth,
Yes.
your character's been here for a while.
Okay.
He kind of was rudely dropped off on this planet of Wilsfing. Um, and for about a year now has not been able to get a ride off this rock for various reasons, which you're aware of.
Mhm.
Most of the time, what you've spent your time doing is just kind of helping the poor, kind of rundown people of Svetalos, the ruined city of Wilsfing.
Mhm.
Mainly, how they get their food and medical supplies is from the smugglers who have set up kind of a pop-up settlement outside of Svetalos.
Okay.
Wilsfing's location to the Kessel Run makes it very convenient as a hiding place for smugglers who are trying to avoid Imperial patrols.
Gotcha.
And they've kind of been coming here for a while now. And today you are out kind of doing your errands. You've kind of set up shop as a medical professional. You wouldn't consider yourself a doctor, but the people here tend to consider you that.
Sure.
They come to you asking for help with whatever they need, whatever their ailments are. Lately, a lot of it has been malnourishment from not being able to get their rations and everything from the smugglers.
Okay.
But you've been doing what you can, working with the smugglers to get medical supplies and to get food and such for the people. Today, you're walking around Svetalos, and you're going to meet a contact in the smuggler setup, the
Okay.
pop-up place.
Very good.
He recently came back with a shipment of some medical supplies that you requested, and he said that he would meet you there.
Okay.
So you go to meet your contact, whose name is Tatch, and he's a Harch smuggler.
Okay.
And a Harch is kind of like a spider guy, like a big spider.
Lovely.
But as you approach, he yells out, "Hey there, Patch! Here's the stuff you wanted. It wasn't easy getting it past the Kubindi blockade, but the imps never suspected a lowly subservient Harch trader, like yours truly. I did, however, get shook down by some swoopers when I got here. Can you believe that? No honor amongst thieves, I guess. Anyway, they took a crate of your Bacta. What can I say? Hazards of the trade. The rest is all there if you want to count it.
I do proceed to count it.
Okay. You count it. It's disappointing, but all his shipments tend to be disappointing. Not exactly the amount you were hoping for, but some basic medical supplies. So I think you said you purchased some medical supplies
I did.
to begin with.
Yes.
We're just gonna make it so that those are the ones that you
Perfect.
purchased from Tatch. Okay.
Yep.
So while you're kind of counting through that, he's just kind of walking around you. He's kind of annoying. He's kind of he likes to chit chat a lot. But
Sure.
anyways, he says, "So still stuck on this rock, huh?
Unless you want to get me out of here.
I'd take you with me, but I'm a little allergic to Minox." What were you doing with one of those lousy things, anyways? You know they eat power, don't you?
Yeah, but I didn't know how much power they ate.
They wreak havoc on ships. No wonder the captain was pissed. Things start sucking on the hyperdrive, and bam! Stranded in the middle of the outer rim. Easy picking for pirates. You're an odd one, Patch, I'll tell you that. He just kind of keeps talking and just annoying the heck out of you. But as you're counting and kind of listening to his chatter, as his mandibles kind of click together as he talks, roll me a perception check. This is going to be an easy perception check. So I want you to go to your skills tab, and I want you to find your perception skill, and there'll be a little dice icon next to it. I want you to go ahead and double click that. That's going to put your skill down into the dice pool box, which is down in the left-hand corner.
Yep.
So that is your ability, and your ability is going to be checked against a difficulty die. So this is an easy difficulty, which means it's 1 purple die. So you're going to add a purple die to your pool, and you can just like that.
And then click the check.
And then you're going to click the check to roll it. Yep.
Cool.
Okay. You don't hear anything other than the chattering of Tatch, but I got 2 advantages.
Tune him out.
Okay, so you have 2 advantages. You have 2 advantages here, and basically, I don't know if you read anything about the dice mechanic in this game, but you can fail a roll, but still have something good happen that has nothing to do with that particular roll. And that's determined by advantages and triumphs, where the opposite is threats and despair. So you can have something good or you can succeed at a check and have something bad happen. You can succeed at a check, have something good happen. Fail at a check, have something bad happen. Fail at a check, have something good happen, etc. But anyways, you have 2 advantages. How do you want to use those? So you didn't hear what you were supposed to hear,
right.
But you have 2 advantages. Go ahead. Tell me how you want to use those.
Could a little bit more of the? Can I find like a little bit more of the shipment in like the bottom of the case or something like that?
Yeah. Let's say that you are counting, and you find one just kind of like hidden away, almost sloppily hidden away with the rest of his shipment that were meant for you, and it's a stim pack, and it's one of the stim packs you ordered, so you can add another stim pack to your inventory.
It fell into the cracks of one of the crates.
Into the cracks of one of the crates, or something like that. It looked purposeful though. He says, "So, what's your plan? You just gonna stay here and keep helping these sorry sods?"
Until I find a captain who is more ignorant than you.
Good luck with. Hey. Well, yeah. Good luck with that.
If you see any, or you have a grudge against any, let me know.
Well, there was one guy, some idiot that got in a gunfight the other day. Not quite sure what he's about, but he's pretty decent with a blaster. Haven't seen him before, so he must be new.
Is he hanging around the encampment or somewhere else?
Mostly I've seen him around the gambling tables. Can't seem to put the dice down.
Well, maybe I'll win passage off planet.
Good luck. He's been pretty lucky so far. I would say uncannily lucky. He just kind of sits there pondering.
While he's deep in thought, I make my escape.
Okay. You have to walk again. I'm going to give you one more chance with the perception roll as you walk away.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, we have force dice. I mean,
you do have force dice, but you don't know if you need the force dice for that.
I feel like we're going to need them. Did that really just happen?
Guess out. Failure. All right. So yeah, you continue to walk on. And where do you want to head?
Never joins the group.
That's right.
Great.
Completely.
See you next campaign.
Yep. You guys didn't need a medic or anything, did you?
I'm only severely wounded. It's fine.
Yeah.
Great.
I'll head towards the gambling den.
Okay. All right.
One of the ones I know of.
Yep. You head to her, and you know of basically one area, which is the cantina, kind of the pop-up cantina area, where a Gungan named Ken has set up a cantina, a kind of makeshift cantina from his U-wing starfighter. You start to head that way.
Okay.
And Star Wipe, Abe.
Everything's great.
Things are gonna happen. And Cena, you said you've been hanging around the cantina too, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
Keep a low
probably
profile.
in the general area, just kind of drinking with other smugglers, keeping your ears open, that kind of thing. Roll me a perception and make it a moderate, so 2 per.
I just
Okay.
picture Cena being like, "God damn it!" Oh, I'm gonna die today.
Alright. You were
Awesome
just
shit.
drowning your sorrows and not paying attention to much of the current chit chat. You were trying to pay attention and overhear some stuff earlier, but you got nothing good. But you are sitting in the cantina currently, and you know that Ramen has been kind of playing his gambling stuff for the past couple of days, and he seems to be engaged in another game as we speak. So Abe,
Yeah, she's gonna.
Yeah, go ahead.
She kind of keeps an eye on him. She doesn't know what to make of him. He's got this like this crew mutiny that hangs out with this droid that's not really his droid, and he's like I gamble and I do dumb shit, but also like I care about doing good things, which is
Yeah.
new to her. Like she's not used to people doing things like because they're a bad person and you should take
Yeah.
their stuff. She's like, "What are you talking about? What?" So she is intrigued by him. Doesn't know what to make of him. She's not sure he's on the up and up, so she's keeping an eye on him too.
Oh, I'm
Kind of
definitely
an
not.
enigma.
Don't worry.
Yep.
Do
Alright.
I start with strain or do we start with 0 strain every day? I forget.
Did you have strain?
I had 2 strain. I didn't delete
Last-
it.
That's from the last mission. Whoops, get out of here.
Just
You
some
should
things
have.
seem to carry
Yeah,
over and
'cause
some
you
don't.
guys had some rest time, so it is back to 0.
Okay.
What about wounds?
Okay. Good luck with
Wound
those.
points, those are going to have to be healed, which I think H3 did some healing. Is
I
that
did in the chat. It's
Right.
I don't know if you took note of
correct?
any of that,
See.
but I definitely rolled medicines for everyone.
Okay. Those in character.
Probably.
Probably before all my gambling.
Can you
Yeah.
search for like medicine or something? Or if you even if you search your name, because I would have put your name as a note.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he healed me fully.
Hell yeah! I'm not even good at it. Just wait till we get someone that's actually good at it.
So Abe, let me look back at our
So,
last.
considering how I've been rolling, might kill you.
Oh, Dane here.
Look back at our last
Boom. That's what happened.
interaction here.
That's
Yeah.
That's got
So
what
I
got
think
dicked
I said that.
I already shot him and he's dead.
Despair. And a disadvantage on your first attack. Instead of a disadvantage on your first attack, I'm going to put the disadvantage on your initiative roll.
You
So I
son
feel
of a
like that
bitch.
makes more sense. That if you're trying to act first, your trigger stuck, put you off your game. So it's going to give you a little bit of a lag to your draw up. So we are going to roll initiative. Now, if you're going to be using your force power,
Okay.
In the out of character that got deleted, Rachel.
if you're going to be using your force power, you're going to open your character sheet
Mm-hmm,
and double click the cool die for initiative.
Why do I feel like?
You're rolling initiative.
Oh wait, it's there. Okay, and then
Okay.
and then I add a force
and then
die
you're
to
going
it.
to add a force die to that.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Then we are going to. And I don't know how this is going to work, so we're going to see.
Back.
We're going to add a setback die. Yes.
Okay.
Just
And
for which one's the setback one?
setback is they should be labeled on the bottom there.
They're the black one.
If you see the
Okay,
dice,
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
setback is the black, boost
Okay.
is the blue. So those tend to be less potent than the ability
Potent
dice, which are the
totals.
green and yellow. But they're like, if you aim down your gun, you get a boost. If you help another character, they get a boost. Setback
Gotcha.
would be somebody turns off the lights or something to that nature.
Jumps behind cover.
And again, with this, the building the dice pool, there's not, there are mechanics to it, but it's really a lot of it's to the discretion of the GM. And I also like to bounce it off of you guys too, because my goal is just to make things fun. and challenging. Okay.
And Seth, you can follow along the dice. If you click in the top right, there's a little
Yes.
button with 2 dice in it, so you can actually watch like the dice pools being built
Nice
too.
little tracker. Okay.
Which, yeah, I really like. I think that's cool.
Okay,
give me a-
so go ahead
roll it.
and roll it.
I don't want to.
Okay. So
Fuck.
you have those 2 dark side points.
Can I use dark side points?
Yes, but there's a catch.
Damn it!
I've decided not to use the morality system as of right now. I may put that in later, just to make you headaches for you, Abe. Just kidding.
That makes sense. That's fair.
But how force dark side points are used in Edge of the Empire is you can use the dark side points, but you need to actually spend some of your light side destiny points in order to do that. So if you want to use those dark side points, you have to flip 1 destiny point for each dark side point.
So
In
I'd have-
addition,
oh.
you take a strain for each dark side point you use.
Now I only need, and this is where I don't know, but I only need 1 point, so I only have to spend 1 point for
So
this, or do I have to spend both?
for initiative, it's a little weird because basically your power is working already. You don't have to spend a point to make your power work.
My
Your
power's
power
at
is
9,000.
working. But what you do have to spend a point for, according to your control power, is you have to spend a point in order to get a success to up your initiative. And how initiative works is it's based off of the number of successes and advantages that you have. A success equals 1, and advantage equals 0.01.
So I'd have to spend 2 to make it a 2.
To make it a 2.04. Yeah, basically that would make your initiative a 2.04, which would probably put you at the top of the initiative.
Yeah.
Unless he rolls something fantastic.
I'm gonna make it rain, guys. That's the most
crazy.
force points we've ever had. I'm just saying.
You heal 1 per day though, so if it's been 3 days, you would have healed 3.
What's that?
Rachel-
That's Rachel's healing. Okay. I'm just gonna trust you guys with that you got that.
I
All right.
rerolled it. Yeah.
All right, so I
So
spent
Abe,
2
you are
force
now
points.
at a 2.04
Healed 3.
for your
2.04?
advantage, or for your initiative,
Yep.
and he is going to roll his dealio here.
Don't roll good.
Oh, NPC initiative. Oh, he rolled good, but
I
not
don't-
quite good enough.
Oh, good.
Oh,
All right. So the first slot belongs to you, Abe.
Nice.
You
is
spent
there
30
like an initiative tracker somewhere too? Or
Yes, that is called the combat tracker. It is the little E11
Gun?
blaster. Yeah,
Ah.
gun.
I love that you know the name of it.
The
That
E11
makes me
blaster.
so happy.
Seth knows about that.
Nerd.
Actually,
Wait, this is really important. Seth, have you seen our ship yet?
I've not.
Oh.
No,
Wait,
unless it's the
wait,
one
wait.
with the unicorn on the side.
Yes,
I have
it
seen
is
that.
the one with the unicorn. All right, good. I just want you to know what you're getting into. That's all.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into any ship yet. So
You just walked away.
Neither has Cena. She's been very hesitant. All right. Abe,
I mean,
what are you
you're
gonna do?
braver than I thought.
You're braver than I thought. Your set trigger is not working, by the way.
Yeah, I don't like that. So seeing his gun pull up, I pull out my trusty pistol and go for my set trigger, which seems to be jammed, and without hesitation, just open fire
Okay.
right at him.
This guy is an adversary 1, so his difficulty is increased by 1, not upgraded. I don't believe. I think it's just increased.
don't forget you can aim.
Let me double check though. Hold
Oh
on.
shit! Yeah, let me pull
Go
up my shit that I can do. Oh, I'm sorry, and I took 2 strain already.
2 strain.
I'm gonna take
Yes.
2 more.
Yes, you did.
No, 1 more.
Thank you.
God,
Well,
I
Take
feel
all
like
the strain. Take
I
all
feel
that
like I've
strain.
forgotten everything.
First
So
maneuver 3. First maneuver is 3. Second maneuver is 2 strain.
okay, so I'm gonna take. Oh, okay, so I did take 2 more. I was right. Okay, so I'm gonna. Can I aim twice? Can I double aim?
You can aim twice.
Good. I'm
That
gonna aim
would
twice.
take 2 maneuvers, so that would take another 2 strain, I believe.
Done. Already added on.
Okay.
I'm only good on my first shot.
I believe. Give me 1 second here. Boo-boo-boo. Adversary. Upgrade the difficulty of the combat check targeting this character once per rank. Okay.
So it'd
and
be
our
up
combat
red and
our
purple.
combat sheet saying, yeah, I think it's a red and a purple because you guys are in engaged. What's the engaged difficulty?
One.
With ranged.
Oh, is it really?
blasters?
Yeah, for light blasters, I think it's only one.
One. Okay.
So it's just
you're
a
gonna-
red.
It's gonna be a red, but we're gonna go this. Kaboom. We're gonna add another purple to that guy.
I don't like what you did. All right, we're good.
And I believe that is the
Dice
the
for
deal.
days, man.
Dice for days.
Oh,
hell yeah.
yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, so good.
Okay. So he has 2, so that's 8. Okay. All right. How's it look?
Oh, did I kill him?
No.
Oh, damn.
But you hit him. And you hit him good.
So I quickly, like, barely moving, you would see my gun kind of pull out, and for a moment he kind of looks down and shakes it and then shoots again.
I'm gonna
and,
say
like-
just because it's raw, you actually shake it because it's not working, but that's when it fires, and you just hit the guy.
That sounds about right. I don't even judge that. For my advantage,
Mhm.
How do I inflict a critical injury with a successful attack that deals damage past the soak?
That's based on the critical.
That's
the-
based on the critical
Oh, that's
rating,
right.
which
I'm
is
sorry.
3.
I remember now. So I had to spend
And
3.
Seth, I'm
Okay.
gonna share these with you. These are little cheat sheets for the deal, Leo.
you can- Seth, you can drag the. Wait, where are the links? Crap.
They should be under images.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So if you click images, there are little links for reference, advantage and threat, reference player action sheet. You can drag those to there's a bar at the bottom with 12 buttons.
Totally worth it.
So then anytime you click them, it'll bring that reference back up.
Okay.
I recover 1 strain.
Oh, we're on stream? Okay. All right.
Nice.
He's gonna go next.
And then he's got 2 setback dies for his first attack.
Yes. Thank you. All right. He is.
Don't worry, I'll
going
remind
to-
you.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Hunt you up first.
Mm, mm, mm. Where is my? Isn't that showing up? Oh,
So he just run away. He probably just runs away, Dan. It's fine.
yeah. He mostly just runs away.
Sweet.
All right. He is going to, for his maneuver, he is going to move from engaged range to short range, and
Well, he is running.
have to-
Bravely runs away.
Brave Sir Robin.
is taking. Yep. Never mind. I answered my own question. All right. He's going to take cover behind one of the other tables as he kind of rolls away.
Oh, he would.
And then he is going to fire at you, Abe. Let's see here. Good job.
My defense is a 1. Does that make sense? My smuggler's
your
coat says it adds a square.
Can you read the description of your coat?
It says
there-
defense square.
So that's
Okay.
yeah,
Is that ranged or melee?
Defense square.
Okay, I gotta know if it's ranged or melee.
So
Defense.
armor defense rating is for both unless it's labeled like the weapons get either deflection or defense, but armor is just for both.
Okay.
So I'd have 3 setback. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I'm going to spend a pointy point.
smokes if you got him.
There
Oh,
we go.
Sweet Jesus.
oh,
Huge.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. One's good.
You're gonna need a doctor.
I'm gonna really need a doctor.
Your soak is 2.
Yes.
So you are going to take 5 damage.
Oh God. Okay. Everything's great.
Pew, pew. I guess I could use my sound effects thing, huh?
And then I get to spend that despair, right? Or the threat, or whatever that is.
The threat, yes, you get to spend.
Can I? Oh, there's so many choices.
That's not what I wanted.
That was terrifying. Oh gosh,
Oh, bad.
that was amazing.
That was raw.
I mean that is legit. Can I say that you lose? It says active character loses the benefit of prior maneuver, taking cover or guided stance.
Sure.
Until
Sure.
he performs the next maneuver, and then I'm gonna gain another strain back. No. You suffer a strain, and then yeah. So I spend
Okay.
both of those.
Okie doke. Okie doke.
Nice.
So you're not taking cover.
Yep.
Don't do that.
All right.
Stay there, I can shoot you.
Next round. Cena, you hear blaster fire and turn around to see that
Raw screaming.
Ra is engaged in yet another gunfight in the gambling area of the cantina. You are welcome to roll initiative if you would like to, or you can just sit back and watch. It's
I
up to you.
would like. I don't know that I want to do anything this round, but I want
You
to
just
Okay.
want to roll.
Yeah, go ahead.
jump in if.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and put your initiative. Go ahead and just roll it.
Cool or vigilant?
This would be vigilance for you
Oh god.
because you had your back to the combat.
You prefer.
Oh,
Moist.
Check that fucking out.
that's good.
I feel like I just blew my whole load on my initiative roll.
Yep, that's good.
That's real good.
All right, so the you guys have 2 party slots now
Mm.
for the NPC, and you may go first, whoever.
Cena's just watching for a hot second. Go for
Okay,
it.
then I'll totally go. Balls. Okay.
Damn it! Darn it! Sorry. Swearing.
So I.
Oh no, you said that word.
So he's now at
Are you
short
worried about
range.
that?
No, I'm not. I've been the dad all day.
True, fair.
What was his?
Uh,
His was 2.0 one.
So
too.
you said he moved to short range?
Yeah.
That fool. That fool. All right, so I'm gonna aim for 1.
Oh gosh.
No, I'm gonna aim for 2.
Straighten it up.
Who needs strain? Everything's great.
Okay, sorry. You're aiming for 2.
Yep, and then I'm gonna spend a
Sorry,
light
it is
side.
a 2 purple now because he is at engage or short range.
Short range is 1.
Short range is 1.
Yeah, short, all range, 1. Because you said we were engaged at 2.
Let me see that sheet.
Would you like me to share it? I'll share it.
Great, all ranged 1.
And then I'm gonna spend a light side point.
Okay.
Smokes, if you got 'em.
I will also spend a light
You
side or
son
a
of
dark
a
side point
bitch.
to upgrade that.
You're gonna get so many spares.
Did you upgrade? You didn't upgrade.
What do you mean? I thought I did.
You didn't upgrade that purple to red.
Roll that red.
Roll that red. Okay.
Do I
Oh, yeah.
still do 13 damage?
You totes killed that guy. How's it look?
So Ross stands while like flipping the table out of the way with one hand and then just guns him down and then holsters it and goes, cheating bastard. And then I just start picking up all the chips and the like random gun and the weird vial. And that's what I do.
All right. Seth, you walk into the gambling area just
Having
as all this is
heard
happening.
blaster
Yeah,
fire.
having heard blaster fire. You're just kind of casually walking in, and all of a sudden you see a Twi'lek with its back to you stand up quickly, and a human opposite of him also stand up. And you hear some quick blaster fire, and the human keels over with a large hole in his chest.
Oh shit.
Forgot his ticket.
Ticket.
No ticket.
Oh wait, I forgot something. Hold on. This was the. Sorry, it's not actually important. This is the guy though.
No, it's super important. I need to know who I just killed.
Right.
I need to know who I killed.
All right. His name was Wilhelm. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, go ahead, guys.
I will go check on the downed person first.
Okay.
And I mean, it seems pretty obvious on first glance that he is dead. But
Yeah.
Hey,
made me
that
look
was my
dead.
kill. I mean, whoa. He might have some more money on him or something. It was a lousy cheat. I pick up my loaded dice.
You mean your regular dice? right?
Regular dice. I meant regular dice. They're not loaded at all.
So yeah, Abe, you see a human, what looks to be a human, but it's a human with bluish skin. His eyes are bright red. As he kneels over this guy that you just murdered.
He was a cheater, Dane.
So I've been here for a year.
Yes.
Is blaster fire pretty common?
It is
That-
pretty common coming from the smuggler camp.
Okay.
And more rarely from the city, but yeah, it is common in the smuggler camp. But they seem to work it out themselves most of the time.
Yep. So nobody's gonna come running.
No, most of the people actually have just kind of looked behind their shoulder and then turned back to what they were doing.
Okay. Good to know.
You do, however, recognize this smuggler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
His name was what was his name? Andy made me name him.
I saw
His
it.
name
It was written somewhere.
Vic
Uh,
Noor, VIIK,
Okay.
and you know that he is in the employ of one of the Hut Lords in Hut Space. You're not quite sure which one though.
Oh shit.
I'm just digging that
Does he come to this part of town very often?
He does. He does. And of what you know, he's part of a larger crew of smugglers that have set up some kind of storage facility or warehouse somewhere in Spatalos, and kind of run their smuggling runs from Swilswing.
Yep. The planet that you chose.
The planet I didn't choose it. Those guys.
Yeah,
I totally
it's
chose it.
totally Andy and I's
I
fault.
totally
Well, wait.
Damn.
Hey, when the DM says, "Where do you want to go?" and
Yep.
Andy goes, "Well swing."
Well,
Dane is an
Not bad.
incredibly good sport.
Yep. All right. So I check him. Can I make a? I would like to make a skull duggery roll to
Nice.
check the body for any valuables.
he's gonna
looking.
do some skullduggery. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Give me a skullduggery. Let's make it a. Let's see. Does this guy have anything? Let's make it just an easy check.
All right. So 1 purple.
1 purple. Yep.
Okay.
Raman's totally standing there with his gun on his hip.
Oh no, you're getting your dice.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I was too busy collecting my shit. Who am I kidding? Raw wouldn't notice.
Noise. All right. So let's see here. What do you find? Bum, 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 bum. Mm-mm.
80-10.
Find a bloody body.
You find one credit. That's all this guy had left.
Oh, shit.
He'd been cleaned up. So
Yeah,
I will
but-
take that credit and I
Okay.
will like flip it to
Yep.
Ramen, and tell him, you missed one.
Can I try to catch it?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll
I'm
your.
assuming I can flip it, so I'm assuming you can.
Yeah,
catch
you got
it.
you done flip it with your agility. Abe, roll ahead and roll. Yeah, sure. Roll whatever you think is. Good.
Yeah, I
you
catch it.
You catch it, and you kind of flip it between your knuckles as you do.
I put it in just a pocket that seems to appear out of nowhere and then disappear.
But his friends will probably be here before too long. Actually, can I scan the room in here? See
Yeah,
if
you
I
scan the
recognize
room
anyone
in
from
here,
his crew.
and everybody seems to be uninterested except
Mhm.
for a strange-looking character sitting at the bar, and this figure is wearing an armor. And roll your knowledge of underworld, and I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be a hard difficulty for you. So that would be 3 purples.
All right.
Man, you're smart.
Yeah.
You can
Is
just
that right?
you want to just
Clicked it 3
double click.
times.
Yeah, you want to double click the purple 3 times. The plus actually upgrades the dice to a red die, which
Okay.
just is more dangerous. So you just want 3 purples, and to get 3 purples, just click the difficulty die 3 times. Double click the difficulty die 3 times.
Every time I do that, it upgrades.
Really?
It automatically.
So
Yeah.
You don't want to hit the plus purple button because that
Okay.
actually that's the one.
Upgrades. Yeah, click the actual die below.
Gotcha. Okay.
There you go. You got it.
Cool.
Go ahead and. What? Whoa!
Holy.
Smart cookie, man.
I
He has no skill ranks in that. Look at
Nope.
that. He has 4 intellect though. Holy cow! All right. Anyways, yeah, you know exactly what that armor is. That's gank armor, and ganks are bad business.
Mhm.
They are exclusively the hunters of the huts.
Oh, good.
So it's very alarming to see a gank here.
Yeah.
Roll
Especially
your
since someone who works for the Huts just got killed.
roll your perception though, and it's going to be a easy check, or it should be an easy check.
Yeah, not for me. Let's see. So there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
As you kind of reel from the fact that, oh boy, a hut employee just got murdered in front of a hut employed hunter.
Right.
You start to notice some oddities about this gank. Mainly that the helmet is kind of a hood with a faceplate attached to it. The hood around the head of the gank has been poked through by several green spikes.
Terrifying.
Okay.
You've also noticed that the gank's arms are not cybernetic, which most ganks are almost completely made of cybernetic attachments. There's very little flesh involved, but this seems to be a green, mottled and almost reptilian-looking flesh to it, and the hands end with claws.
Okay.
The gank seems to be just kind of sitting there with its arms crossed, leaning back in his chair, just kind of casually observing the scene.
Okay. So I'll look at Ra, and there's an obvious wound on you, right? 'Cause you did get shot.
Yeah, I'm kind of grabbing my one side.
Trying to look cool while I was doing it, but
Oh, I look so cool.
You can definitely tell when he's in pain.
And kind of tentatively say, I could help you with that, but I don't want any trouble with the Huts. And I'll look, kind of purposely towards the gang.
I'm assuming I can kind of figure out where he's looking.
Yeah, he kind of sends a glance over to Shakara.
I make a comment like, "Don't want any problems with the." Oh, that one's with us. Well, sort of. I'm not sure what she's doing.
Oh. So the Hutt sent you to kill him? He must have pissed
Hutts?
somebody off.
No, that guy was cheating.
Hey, roll your deception.
Oh shit.
And what's your I think that's a discipline check. What's your discipline, Escher?
Yeah, I don't. It's not trained, so just willpower.
It'd be 2 purple. It looks like 2 purple. Yeah. So 2 purple is the difficulty.
That guy was so cheating.
he convinces you. He
Yep.
says that guy was
I mean,
cheating.
Lousy
I'm
cheat.
assuming there's a lot of cheating going around.
Yeah, it's a
But-
little
parts.
ridiculous.
No, he worked for the Hutts, so
Oh shit.
I just assumed that he'd done fucked up and got shot for it.
Well, clearly everyone heard that. And then is this place run by Ken?
Yeah. So while you guys are talking, when you kind of stop talking for a second, you hear, "Hey, you're gonna clean this mess up."
I'm gonna walk over to Ken and be like, "Hey, Ken.
He's gonna be starting to stinky pretty soon.
100 credits ought to do it."
All right. Roll your skullduggery,
Okay.
and it's going to be against a 3 difficulty.
Son of a bitch.
He looks at you for a long. He looks at you for a long second here, and he says, "I should not tell anybody, but Yuza might be being careful with who's you being vaporing. He's a bad bombing guy.
I always liked you,
for them
Ken.
Hut boys."
We were never here. And I smile and just slowly walk out.
Misa not seeing anything, but Yuza cleaning that up.
I'm gonna leave 100 credits on the bar counter and then just like reach down and grab him and then just like drag him outside and let him go. It's gonna be a casual like.
Yeah, and this little cantina area is just a bunch of like fold-out tables set up. So you literally just drag him away from the fold-out tables and just lay him down and kind of shrug toward Ken. Ken just shakes his head and looks down.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Cena's gonna follow him out, but like wait a minute so it doesn't look like she's going out with him necessarily.
Okay. Yep.
Gotcha. Does the human follow me?
Is there anything about him that would identify him as a pilot?
I don't know, Abe. Is there anything about Ra that would identify him as a pilot?
Let me.
Do you have any kind of like
He's got a sweet jacket.
edge? You do have
I
a
do have a
jacket.
sweet
I mean,
jacket.
If Star Wars has taught me anything, that a sweet jacket is an identifier of a
Yeah,
pilot.
I'm clearly a pilot by that alone.
It's okay if there isn't. I was trying to.
Are you heading any particular direction, Abe?
Yeah, I probably would head back to the ship because at this point
Okay.
I have more than scratched an itch.
Yeah.
and
So
on. So I'm feeling
Seth-
great.
he is heading toward the starport.
Okay. So I will move to like catch up with him. And say, I don't suppose you have a Bacta tank or something on your ship, do you?
Nope.
I mean, it's a great looking ship, but it's a great looking ship.
I mean, most of the ships on the
Okay, it's a pretty good ship. Okay,
in the
it's not
starport
the
aren't.
best ship. It's a good ship.
It's all right.
I don't have one. Okay, I mean I have a ship. I don't have a tank.
Okay, but you do have a ship.
Well, yeah, I'm a pilot after all. Can't you tell by my coat? I fucking love it.
That is a nice coat.
Thank you. I'm also wearing like pilot's goggles. I forgot. So there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair enough.
Because I have like night vision scanner goggles or something.
Okay. Like I said, I don't have a back to tank, but I do have some medical training.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could, maybe stop me from. This really hurts. Okay.
Medical supplies are really hard to come by out here. Like really hard.
Yeah, I just I just found some.
On the body of the person you just killed.
No. I may have had a run-in with some other individuals down in a sewer recently, but neither here nor there. I'm sure we've got something on the ship. Maybe.
Well, I have some. I'm willing to share, but I'm also looking to get off this rock.
Aren't we all? I plan on getting the hell out of here pretty soon.
Yeah, I would too. He's got lots of friends, and they have lots of guns. So
I almost spit that out. I think my luck is running cold. Though my pockets are a lot fuller, so I think it's pretty. And then you see me pull out a comm link, and I say in it, H3, you about ready to leave?
I'm ready whenever you are, Ramen. However, we still haven't addressed the issue of the programming of the ship.
Yeah. Well, but it's ship shape. We're good.
I'm giving you a thumbs up.
I can't see. Me too, buddy. Me too.
We're gonna make another drink, guys. You keep role playing. I can still hear you.
I let go of the comm link. Yep, I'm ready to roll. And I kind of look around. I don't know how long it's been. If Cena's if has left yet.
She's trailing behind the two of you, trying to look pretty nonchalant. She's making sure that no one else is following.
You hear their whole conversation as well.
Yeah,
Rachel.
I don't motion, but I say something along the lines of, "Was hoping one more would come. Could use a doctor."
To be clear to Seth, you're the sketchy gang that's following.
Yeah. But you told me that she's with you, right?
Yeah. I said something very nonchalantly. Ramen doesn't seem to care.
Yeah.
Hey, the name's Ramen, by the way. Ramen Noodle, and I put out my hand.
Asher, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. You really a doctor? Or you just pulling my leg?
I'm happy to audition.
Well, I've got a wound, and what some would call a discouraging wound. It's pretty intense.
A little bit old.
I've had it since like session 2.
Festering a little bit.
Well, I mean, I could check it on the street, but that doesn't seem very sanitary.
No. We'll go back to my ship. That I can't remember what the name. The accidental success. When we get there, you could fix me up.
Okay.
All right, you guys heading to the ship?
Yeah, I would say something like H3. Put something on the T.
You guys.
Once we get to the ship, Cena brushes past the two of you to get on the ship first, and as she's passing you, she says, "You're far too trusting. It's gonna get you killed." Then gets on the ship.
Good to see you too.
I'm gonna kill you.
She brushes past you. H3 is standing outside the ship, just putting some final touches on the exterior hull of the ship. It's looking shiny. It's looking pretty new. You know, Ra, that he found a shield generator and has now installed the shield generator, so the shields are back up.
Hell yeah.
It's looking good, and it's got a nice wax job on it, so you can see the unicorn extra good. How much do you know about starships there, Escher?
Nothing. I'm more interested in the unicorn. What would I roll to identify a unicorn?
Roll.
in the
Oh yeah,
Star Wars-
absolutely. You would be. Roll your. Do you have?
This is xenology.
Yeah, I would say xenology or education. You can roll your education.
Okay. All right. Against what difficulty?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a hard difficulty. Three purple.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited for you to know about the space unicorn.
I'm so threatened by this unicorn.
Yeah. So you don't know anything about
Okay.
this creature. It's fascinating to
Sure.
you because it's something you've never seen.
Mhm.
However, the fact that this ship is so garishly decorated kind of gives you misgivings about following this guy and getting on his ship.
Well, and he's already gotten shot once,
He's already got shot once.
twice.
But that's about it.
Okay.
But I'm still walking.
Yep. So you probably didn't get shot in the leg.
And you see Shakara just kind of push past Ra and this other sentient. And she says something, but you can't make out what she says as she enters the ship. And you see Ra approaching with a organic that you've never encountered before.
So you see a similar model of security droid to K2SO from Rogue One.
Yeah, he doesn't look exactly like that, but he is a tall, lanky droid. Definitely.
But notably, you actually don't see most of his chassis because he is covered in workman's overalls.
Oh, okay.
And like a utility belt. It has this gun-looking thing with a goo cartridge attached to it in his hands and a restraining bolt on his neck.
Okay.
But he turns to the group and says, "Welcome back.
Hey, good to be back, buddy.
You've made a new friend. I am proud of you."
I mean, I do make friends, just for the record. I mean, Shikakakakaka really likes me.
From inside the ship.
Are we
Sorry.
not talking about
Sorry.
the fact that you just killed someone?
Okay, you know what? He was a cheater. I stand firm on that. Hey,
Ramen, you're shot.
you know what? I am, but hey, and I dump
HP
like.
picks him up.
Do you
Oh,
resist?
ow! Okay, that's hey, buddy. And then I'm gonna pull out 500 credits and put it in the ship credit box.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him into the
wherever
ship.
that is.
Did you just like a piggy bank? Like
It's
the
just like a
ship?
little
Just, like,
wooden
drop your
box with a
change.
slit in it.
Yep. Take 500 credits out.
Cool.
Kill the guy box. Every time you kill a guy, put something in here.
Oh,
So Dane, you gotta add the credits to there.
yeah,
So
we
we're at
can't- we
2600.
26. Okay.
also, we've used 3 door steel plates.
Ooh, I could give you my pistol.
Okay. Anything else?
Buddy, you gotta put me down. It hurts.
Okay. Do you require medical assistance?
I definitely do. This guy's gonna help. Can you put that 411 holdout blaster in there?
He brandishes his goo gun.
No, God, that's no, like an actual doctor. This guy said he's a doctor. He's gonna audition for a spot on the crew.
So
Oh,
Escher, what you see is Well, did they share the picture of the ship with you?
Yes, I.
Okay.
I have
I can share it again. It's fine.
You see that, but upon going to the ramp, you see the inside of the ship, which seems to be very, very cramped.
It's fine.
Mhm.
So let me find.
It's not really made for 3 people, let alone 4.
Dan, I've
Correct.
got it.
You
I've
got
got
it?
the
Okay.
inside.
There it is.
Boom. Oh.
Ooh,
get
oh
your-
boy.
I was ready.
Oh, hey, there's me.
I mean,
So,
look, we
like
got more
hanging
than
out
enough
in the
room.
cargo deck.
So what it has is where you see that bed. That's actually that's kind of recessed into the hull, and it's actually a bunk bed. There are 2 beds there.
See, we've
Okay.
got room.
There's 1 chair, like pictured, a couple of storage crates, and then a refresher that's just out in the open. It's just
Yep.
there's no privacy.
Yep.
Toilet. That's the
Yep.
toilet right there.
Mhm.
But it's got a sweet unicorn on the side.
God, I
Yeah.
wish I was a droid right now.
I sleep standing.
Yep.
Sometimes he sleeps watching you. Just throwing it out there.
Mhm.
I don't sleep. I'm not organic.
Okay, let me rephrase. He just sometimes stares at you while you sleep. It's kind of haunting. I'm gonna be honest.
Mhm.
So, about this hole in my side, can you do something about that?
I should probably check the older wound first, unless that one is doesn't seem life threatening.
It's covered
I
in
kind of, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. It's covered in like some kind of weird, metallic goo that he put on me.
Where did you get your medical training? I asked. H3.
I have no medical training at all. No programming was installed in me with medical skills. However, I know how to fix a tear in a hull, and he holds up his gun.
That seems like it would hurt a lot. Did
Oh,
you
it hurt a
scream?
lot. It's
I asked H3 if Ra screamed.
Oh yes.
I wouldn't have screamed. That's
Doesn't sound like me.
I think your memory's got a malfunction.
Uh,
Do I have the capability to replicate sounds I've heard before?
yep, you do, and here it is.
H3, I swear, if you pull out that hologram, I'm gonna be so pissed.
What, does it seem like that actually helped, or did it just make it worse?
It made it worse. Knowing what you know about medicine, you're going to have to repair the damage of the repair. So it did help. It did mechanically. It did help Ra
Sure.
and heal him. But in order to fix it properly, it's going to be more difficult now.
Sure. Okay.
I got this med pack I borrowed from someone a while back.
Yeah, that's going to be necessary. Probably a lot of it. Yeah, I can see why you don't have a back to tank. Yeah. Do you have any anesthetic?
I pull out from one of my multiple pockets just a bottle of whiskey.
Ooh, that med pack's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I stole it off of a dead body, I think.
Gain use of 1 stim pack per scene. Why haven't
No,
we
the
been
stim
using that?
pack was you won the stim pack in the
got it.
gambling game.
No, but the med pack says gain 1 use of stim pack per scene.
Oh, but I think I just got that when we killed those people in the sewer.
Oh,
Yeah, this is new.
Where did you get the med pack? I don't remember. You
I
got a
don't know,
stim
you gave
pack
it to
from
me. You said
gambling.
med pack. I went okay.
You got
the
a
stim
you got a
pack was
stim pack
gambling.
from gambling. Yeah, med pack. I don't know
I
where you
feel
got
like
that.
med pack was last game.
It might have been. It might have been. a random
I have one as well. So,
That's
but
good.
if you're offering yours, he doesn't. Fisher doesn't offer his.
I mean, we did have 4 containers of Bacta, but
Yep.
Oops. They went to good families. They needed help.
Yeah. All right. Do you want me to roll a medicine check to get to work on him?
Yeah, let's.
Rod just
Heal
sits
that
down on
wound.
the refresher.
We're healing a critical injury,
Oh God.
H3 would offer to assist.
and H3 pulls out his gun and fires it up. Says, "I will assist you." I'm just kidding. Yeah, you
that's
can assist him if you
probably
want.
very accurate.
If he accepts the assistance.
Yep. I can attempt to hold his limb in the correct position for you.
Oh God.
Well, considering this is my tryout, let me try unassisted first.
Okay.
All right,
right.
so it's a medicine check. He has a
Mhm.
discouraging wound, which I believe is a difficulty 2, 3, maybe
Um,
2.
on my thing it says discouraging wound 1, but that could just be what it is.
Yep, it's 1. You're right. It's an easy one.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah!
And then let's see here.
The med pack gives a boost.
The med pack should give you a boost.
Boosty boost.
So I click the boost die.
Yep.
Does
Do
that
it.
look right?
I think we're good to go here. Hold on a second. Let me just double check.
Unless
I mean, you could spend a light side point. Just throwing it out there.
the dark side is against us.
Nah. I mean, I hate Abe, but I don't hate him that much.
He's already killed me once during this campaign.
Well, I would like to get off the ship, so I'm going to spend. How do I? Do I
Dragon on the dice pool.
Dragon on the dice pool. Yep.
Okay.
Just take the light side chit and dragon on the
Does that
dice
work?
pool. Oh nope, not the force.
Nope.
Not the force die. Sorry.
Right
Take
below
the
the
force
force.
die. Yeah, right below those little chips. They look
Ah.
like little chips. Yeah. Whoops.
That.
Yeah, there you
Does that
go.
work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
3 yellows.
Check.
All right. Do it, sir.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, you healed him
Alright,
good.
And
All right.
then I do have surgeon, so
What does that do? What does that do?
that, let me look at it. Double check. So when I make a medicine check to help a character heal wounds, you heal 1 additional per rank of surgeon. And just have 1
Nice.
rank. So you heal an additional 1.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do.
For the love
So
of God, get
you're-
rid of that wound.
Your critical is healed,
Yes.
Abe. So you can take the critical off. He also, from the surgeon, healed 1 of your wounds.
Woo!
You can apply those advantages directly to your strain.
Mm-mm.
He kind of heals you, and then
I'm feeling so
gives you
good.
something to gives you something to kind of
Mhm.
reinvigorate you, to hydrate you. Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah,
Important.
because you've been drinking all that whiskey.
So,
So
yeah.
you need a water rotation.
So your strain is probably back to normal, right? And then the triumph. What are we gonna do about that triumph? That's a good thing. Anybody have any suggestions? A triumph for healing. Let's see here.
That's a good question.
Let's see, triumphant medicine check.
Could we have it not use the med pack for this scene? I don't know how much that would matter.
Sure. Like that.
Yeah. What's the rule of the med pack? It gets used up after, or it gets used up once per scene, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
You get
I
like
don't know.
1 stim pack per scene.
Stim pack. Okay. So I can say either you can ignore that stim pack use because you did such a good job that you didn't even have to use a stim pack to numb the pain. You just had
I'm
stuff
used to rationing supplies.
Yeah,
guys.
you're used to rationing supplies. So we can either do that, or you can heal an additional wound with the triumph.
Oh, if you're still wounded, go ahead and heal it.
Yes.
All right.
Ra's gonna kind of like jump off the refresher and be like, "Okay."
Is that where you were sitting while you're
I
getting
totally
healed?
was sitting on the can. Yeah.
Not very sanitary.
I doused a whole bottle of whiskey on it. It's fine. Well, Doc, that feels great. And I'm kind of like awkwardly like rotate my pelvis around.
What can I tell what the wound was from?
It looks like a previous blaster wound. Yeah, he's got some scars that look like blaster scars.
Yep. Lots of them. Cub.
You're just riddled full of holes.
Yeah, I tend to find my way amongst a lot of cheaters lately. I don't know what it is. Bad luck, I guess. Oh, hey, speaking of which, and you see me digging around and I pull out a vial of mysterious substance. Can I look at that?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll your underworld, and Escher, you can also roll your underworld, and Cena, you can also roll your underworld,
Against a what?
and I guess H3, if you want to roll your underworld as well. I would say H3 roll. Well, no, you've been on a smuggler world long enough. You don't have to take any kind of setback. Roll it against a hard difficulty.
It's 3 purples.
3 purples, yes.
Damn it. Double damn it. There it is. All right,
Okay.
H3. What is this?
So, Cena and Ra, with your advantage, you guys know that, this is obviously some kind of drug, but you're not sure what. Escher and H3, however, Escher, you've seen this before. This is a drug called. It's called. One second.
Glimmer sticks?
It's not
Nitron
a glimmer
Pixie?
stick. No.
Growl?
I think it's one you don't have. I don't think it's one you have yet.
Yality spice?
Yaldi.
I don't know. I put it in here. Super high. Yalati.
I'll find it. 1 second. I had it written down, but apparently not right place. Let's see here. Drugs. Okay. You know that this is a drug called Impact. And
Shit.
Impact, while it's kind of an extract from a plant. It's used by pilots a lot, and what it does is it kind of energizes people. It causes them to become more agile, and mechanically, what it does is it upgrades any agility-based check until the end of an encounter, and then after that, they kind of come down from the drug, and any agility, cunning, or intellect-based checks for the rest of the session are given a setback die. So
Sounds
so
great.
good on the short end, bad on the other. But that's what it is. H3, for some reason, you also know that. I don't know if you encountered it somehow on Foremost during your mechanic days. There are a lot of smugglers going around, so they probably, had some with them. You also know the ill effects of it, and Ra's likeliness to not know that.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Shit. What's the name of Is it the Maw? That's part of the Kessel Run.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you having trouble getting through the Maw?
Dave, you know that the Maw is a particularly tricky part of the Kessel Run, and it was right after your traversal through the Maw that your ship, the Vespera, ran into some real trouble because of bad jump coordinates from your navigator.
You see Rago, the Maw. They kind of like looks off.
Kind of a touchy subject for you.
Then you hear me say some random name under my breath that I have to look up.
You hear the name Tarby Fa.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, I have had a little trouble in that part of the Kessel Run. Though I don't think, looking back, it was my fault.
Oh, well,
It's not my fault.
I mean, some people take drugs to help get them through it, but I'm not sure that's really the best way to travel through it.
Well, usually it's helpful to have a good navigator on your side that won't stab you in the back at random parts. It's not my fault. But H3 and I, we've got a good partnership. Isn't that right, H3?
I will not stab your parts.
That's okay.
Your technique is different than I would use for healing a chassis.
Yes, thank God for that.
Yeah, it is.
The droid just sort of like just stares blankly.
I don't think I've ever seen a droid wear pants before.
Cena, what are you up to while all this is going on?
Cena
Pockets
is
are convenient.
she's sitting in the chair on the upper deck, not like
Yep.
the captain's chair, but like the co-pilot's chair.
Yep.
With her back to them, listening to everything, but
Okay.
sort of, yeah.
Sounds good.
Uh-huh.
Does your other compatriot draw blaster fire the same way you do?
No, she cuts people's faces off. It's pretty impressive.
I keep a low profile. That's how we stay alive.
How you doing up there, Shikakaka? I think she really likes that name. I think it's growing on her.
So she doesn't have any wounds that need to be taken care of.
Fine.
Yeah, surprisingly, I seem to be the only one getting shot. Fine, though. Real fine.
Where's your new crew member gonna sleep?
I mean, I'm going to sleep in the pilot's chair.
I don't take up much space. But maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Where are you headed? As much as I want to get off this rock, there are some places I'd rather just stay here for.
Out of character, where did we actually decide to go?
Or hadn't you talked
Good
about it?
question.
That
We're
might be a
going
good time.
after baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
we haven't
We have to
decided.
get the droid first, right?
We haven't decided whether or not we're doing anything with our engine signature yet.
Your transponder.
We would have to go find a transponder signature from
Or you
someone.
could just shut the thing off.
I could shut the thing off.
What we
Speaking
go
of
after?
speaking of which, did anybody watch the new Mandalorian at all?
Mm-mm.
Anyways, if you get a chance to watch the second episode of the new season of Mandalorian, there's an awesome transponder scene in it. It's really good.
There you go. I
So,
could turn off the transponder very easily, but as soon as anyone scanned the ship, they would see that we were running without a transponder, and it would be an instant flag. For
Well-
any law-abiding citizens, that is.
I've got some intel for some low life who may or may not have a bigger ship.
Oh,
But,
that's intriguing. I
feel like-
this might be presumptuous, but why do you need to turn off your transponder?
I mean,
This is a stolen ship.
no, well, hey, those are harsh words, H3.
I
Not untrue.
It's
Sure,
a
they
dead
were
person's
defeating.
ship.
Look, we bought it off of some idiot
That's true.
using
We did
his
buy it.
own money. So we didn't steal the ship. We stole the funds to buy the ship. I feel like I'm being very open and honest right now. Look, we may or may not be running an Imperial ship, and we're definitely not Imperial.
That's true. Also, H3 just stopped talking.
At this point, Cena actually kind of stands up and she turns and walks towards the back. And she doesn't get super close. She just kind of stands there in the hallway and looks at Escher and says, "What do you know about Gracchus?"
Roll your underworld, and how much time have you spent in hut space?
I mean, I'd say some, probably just because there's
Sure.
almost always work there.
Sure.
and they don't have
Go
to
ahead, make it a moderate. Two purple.
Two purple.
So you don't really know anything about Rakkus. You don't even know that he's a Hutt. But you can tell that the gank, at least what you think is a gank, or thought was a gank, is very interested in this Gracchus by the way that she asked her question.
But I don't know that they're a Hutt.
You don't know that they're a Hutt, yeah.
Sure.
You could probably, with those advantages, assume that it's some kind of crime lord.
Sure. Never met him before. Who's Gracchus?
She wants to. Let's like the equivalent of like an insight check. She wants to make sure he's not fucking with her.
That would be. I would say that's probably a discipline check.
You lack discipline.
I feel like it's discipline. Does
Okay.
that make sense?
Yep. Discipline
Yeah.
versus school
Yeah.
or deception.
Yeah, and since he isn't lying, it's going to be a simple check, no difficulty.
No difficulty, just a straight roll.
Yeah. He looks completely clueless about when you tell him the name Gracchus.
She looks over him down slowly, and she turns around and says, "I think we're okay with this one.
I mean, I could have told you that.
You can't just bring random people on the ship.
I brought you, didn't I?
I didn't ask
Yeah,
for you
that
to
was-
be here.
That was dumb as fuck. You don't know shit about me. I can kill you in your sleep. What are you gonna do?
I don't sleep.
We've established that. You're right. I can't kill you in your sleep. I can kill him in his sleep. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, buddy. What are you gonna do about it?
He doesn't answer. He just stares at Cena. Shakira.
All right.
Shakira.
You gotta be more careful. You're gonna get us all killed.
I mean, the likelihood is I'm definitely gonna get killed.
I mean, he's doing a pretty good job of that by himself.
Sounds like all the more reason to have a doctor around.
I'm gonna vote yes. I mean, if this is
if
a democracy.
Trading questions. Why are you pretending to be a gank?
Oh, he called you shit.
Oh shit.
I mean, I feel like you got to get a better disguise, right?
She just stands there for a minute.
I even noticed.
I mean, most ganks have more cybernetics and don't have spikes sticking out of them, and their mask is actually like intact. I can see your arms and hands.
roll your xenology, Seth. And Seth, if you want, you can trade one of your career skills that you have checked for xenology, because I think it makes sense for your character.
Okay.
If you want. If you
Right.
don't want to, it's no big deal.
No, he wants to. It's fine. It's fine, dude.
Yeah, I would rather trade like core worlds for xenology
Yeah.
because like
That's fine.
I haven't spent much
That's
time
fine
in the
with me.
core worlds.
So yeah, you know that looking at the spikes coming out of the hood, as well as just glancing at her hands and her general build, that this is a part of the Nycto species,
Okay.
specifically the green subspecies, the ones that live in the jungle regions of their home planet.
Okay.
And yeah, so you can identify her species under
Okay.
her gank armor.
Gotcha.
Listen, the plan was laid low, not like get on a fucking 2 foot by 2 foot ship with 3 other people. And she like Just turns and stomps back to the chair. Yeah, the room goes that way.
Like 10 feet away.
Up the ladder.
Up the ladder.
It's not that big a ship. It's a nice ship.
That's true.
I can
Disguises
fix
don't
your armor
work.
so it fits better.
She files that away for later. She doesn't want to talk to you right now, but she files it away for later.
Well, I guess welcome to the crew, and I hand you a bottle of Cerulean whiskey and a comlink.
Yeah, so you get a bottle of Carillion whiskey and a comlink if you take it.
I don't drink. Thank you, though.
Well, that's okay. Well, I'm gonna, and then I open that bottle and start drinking it, and walk up to the pilot ship. See.
So now that Ra walks away and H3 and Escher are left alone for a second, there's an awkward pause, and H3 says,
Escher, you can audibly hear his optical receptors blinking.
yeah, there's an awkward pause, and then H3 says, I don't drink either.
Yep, that makes us the same.
I have to give a swoop bike to somebody. And he walks off the ship.
I should probably grab my stuff. I don't carry that all on and be like a hobo.
All right, we're leaving in about an hour.
Do you live near the Athorians?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm going to take the swoop bike over to the Athorian couple.
Okay. They greet you outside. So yeah, you drive from the starport directly to Svitalos to give your speeder bike to the Athorians.
Mhm.
They see you outside and they're visibly excited, and the woman comes up and says, thank you again, my little Libby, he's safe. And Libby, the little Athorian, he comes out from behind his mom's legs, and he just he comes up and just hugs your leg again, tight as can be.
H3 kind of looks down at him and says, hello. And then looking back up to the adult Athorians, he says, I brought you a speeder bike. Can you use it for parts?
The dad Ithorian walks forward and just kind of runs his hands along the swoop bike, and his eyes just kind of widen. And he says something in a language that you don't understand, unless you understand Ithorian.
I don't know if I would. How would I know that?
I don't know either.
Probably not. I'm not
You're not a protocol droid, so it just sounds like a loud, resonating sound coming out of the side of his head, but it sounds excited. And the mom Ithorian says, "You would give this to us for free?"
Yes.
He says, and then the dad Ithorian says,
Yes,
again. That was payment for saving our little Libby.
Oh.
He says thank you, and he will make good use of this swoop. You truly are a hero.
Okay. Do you know anybody who has a transponder?
While you're talking, the dad Ithorian walks up to you, and he takes a little spray paint can, and he starts spraying something on the chest of your chassis.
Oh.
And it's the word hero, HERO.
Oh. He stares down at it. Okay.
He looks at his work with pride, and he steps back.
Do you happen to have an unused transponder code for 21A? I forget what it is.
G1A Heavy Starfighter.
G1A Heavy Starfighter?
They both look at each other, and then look back at you and then just slowly shake their heads.
Okay.
All right, Escher. As you leave the starport, you kind of need to walk through the smuggler shanty town to get back toward your area of Svitalis. And as you walk in, you see. Well, why don't you roll me a perception?
Hmm.
And it's going to be an easy again.
All right, you got this time. I feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Make it
shitting
rain.
it up, shitting it. All
Right.
right. You see a congregation of a lot of people at the cantina, and you recognize them to be all part of the same gang that the smuggler was, and they seem to be standing around the body where Ra left the body.
Yep.
And some of them are kind of milling around, asking people questions, looking left and right. To kind of see who did this.
I'm sure it's
Yes.
fine.
Does it seem like people are cooperating or not? Really?
You can see one of the smugglers is kind of grilling Ken. Ken is just giving kind of shrugs, shaking his head like I didn't see anything.
Sure.
But they seem to be making way with some of the other patrons after kind of roughing them up and intimidating them a little bit.
Yep. I will grab my stuff as quick as possible and scurry back to the ship.
Yep. You do that. Okay. So you head back to your little hovel that you've been calling home and grab some of the rest of your gear, whatever you can carry.
Yep.
And you start heading back to the ship. H3, was there anything else you wanted to do with these Athorians?
I think as he's leaving, he kind of turns back around to them and says, "When I am leaving this planet, but if I come back someday, maybe you could teach me how to make something. I would like to learn how to make things."
The dad Ithorian puts an arm around the mother and says something in Thorian, to which the mother says, "He said he would be glad to teach you, and we hope to see you again someday. Come, Libby." And Libby finally lets go of your leg. He's been hugging you this whole time. And he runs back behind his mother and father.
Okay. And he starts walking back.
Okay. So, Seth, you and Andy arrive back at the ship around the same time. The smugglers that were in the kind of gambling area have started to spread out and are looking around the area, and a group of them are coming toward the starport as you guys walk back.
It seems like your activities have brought some attention. I think the friends of the man you killed are looking for you.
Rod just puts the cork in the bottle, drops into a pocket, and then just starts flipping switches.
Power up the ship. Okay.
And then tosses those cat balls that I have as my rearview mirror ornaments.
Yeah, they're look cat pots.
Hey, Shaka, you ready to do this?
Shikari.
Shaka, are you awake? Oh, there you are. Okay.
What'd you do now?
Nothing. Everything seems fine. And then I hit the button on my transponder. Ship's warming up. I'm ready to go.
H3, as you are walking back to the ship, you're behind Escher, and as you're stepping onto the ramp, you hear, "Hey, you!" And you turn around to see a group of smugglers coming toward you. And they say, "Stop right there! Where's your captain?"
he just like slowly scans across the group.
Yeah.
Sizes them up to see how many of them there are. And how
Probably
well.
about 8 of them are coming right now.
Okay. He says, "You come here acting violently."
And they say, "You want violence? I'll show you violence." And the one guy pulls a gun and fires, and it misses your head by an inch and hits the hull of the ship. And the rest of the guys are starting to pull their guns as well.
Okay. H3.
You can also see that there's a larger group behind them that's
Sure.
running to catch up.
Sure. H3 holds up a finger and says, "1 minute, please."
Continued blaster fire, but most of it is just hitting around you at this point since they're at a longer range.
Sure. He turns around and walks onto the ship.
Okay.
And as he does so, he's going to hit the hold retract button. The retract button.
The ramp closes up and the ship is closed up. Ra, you can
I'm going to
hear.
get a gun.
Okay. You hear the sensors, Ra and Cena. They're starting to light up, and you're hearing pings on your hull from blaster fire.
Son of a bitch!
I'm ready.
And I hit on the comm. Do you want to shoot him or you want to fly out of here, H3?
Do you require me for both?
I mean, you're coming
You
with
fly.
us, right?
You fly. Someone else can shoot.
Aridoki.
Ra, roll
God.
your I don't know. Is there like a decency roll? Roll your knowledge. Yeah, go ahead and roll your knowledge underworld. Simple check.
Okay. That's a 1.
Yep. All right, you know that you're already in kind of hot water for multiple reasons, and shooting up a smuggler starport is probably not going to help anything. But that's just your intuition talking, not the living force.
So do I do I feel better about just getting the fuck out of here?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, is the good doctor here?
Yes, he is in the
I'm
ship.
aboard.
Okay,
aboard.
then I am going to look back at Shikari and smile, and then just like jam full thrusters with like the air brake on. So I'm like just hovering there for a moment, and then I just like shoot off in the distance. Good night, boys. I also say to the enemy.
Are your sons mocking you?
Yes. That is true datum when your sons make fun of you for playing Star Wars RPG.
Yep.
Oh, I'm not shooting. I turn around to start doing the astrogation part.
So as you hit the throttle, several small blaster fire pings off your hull and or off your new deflector shield.
My new shield.
And you are able to escape their fire and head into the orbit of Filthfing. I will not miss this planet. As you
this is gonna be our new base.
As you leave, the two cloak-shaped fighters that escorted you in fly beside you, but then peel off to both sides as you leave orbit and do not pursue you any further. And you guys are now in orbit over Filthfing.
Hey guys, now that we've left Filthfing, do we want to go chase a bounty? I mean that seems like laying low, right, Shikari?
You can't walk up to Gracchus and collect a bounty when he wants a bounty on your head.
Well, yeah, but if we get another bounty, and we get a better ship.
You just want to go find a bounty somewhere.
No, I have a bounty. I have someone who has a better ship. Again, not that this ship is not good. We could have a fleet of ships.
You talking about Baden?
Yeah, why not?
R4, the R4 unit that spoke of the bounty didn't mention Gracchus.
That's true. I don't think they're connected. Why do you keep thinking they're connected?
Go ahead and roll your underworld there, Cena. And again, let's make it, since you're in the employ of a hut, let's make it a moderate.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
2.
Can I also roll just for listening?
Sure.
in?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, Cena needs some help. Hopefully you're paying attention.
Should it be a harder difficulty for me?
Yes, it's going to be a 3 for you. And then Abe, yours is also going to be a moderate. Go ahead and roll a moderate.
That's a 2, right?
All right.
I'm flying. I don't
That actually tracks because you didn't know before and you don't know now.
Yep. I don't know nothing.
Asher, you've heard the name Baden before, and
Okay.
you're assuming that it's Baden Doba, who is a notorious smuggler who works for Timo the Hut.
Timo the Hut.
Teemo. He's one of the higher ups in Timo's smuggling rings. Big
You
moving creature.
do I know if there's any connection between Timo and the group of people we just pissed off?
Go
Or
ahead
is that a
and
different
roll-
hut?
Go ahead and roll.
Roll a ramen's fuck.
Roll an
dice.
underworld, and this time it's going to be easy peasy, lemon
Alright.
squeezy.
One hut's the same as the next.
Aren't they all the same?
Yeah, that group was totally Timo's guys as
Son
well.
of a bitch.
Different ring, the Filsing ring of
Sure.
Timo the Hut.
Hey, the goal is to keep obtaining obligations, right? Like, the higher the number, the better.
Right.
Good.
Sounds good.
I'm getting real good at this game.
I'm in character. Let's say I'm very confused. You want to meet with someone who works for Timo after you just pissed off a bunch of other people that work for Timo?
Look, that was completely unrelated. I mean, clearly
No.
that guy's a cheat.
They work for the same person.
Clearly a coincidence.
I don't think Huts see things that way.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Huts, from my knowledge, are pretty much assholes. I mean-
Cena looks at Ra and says, Have you ever collected a bounty? Do you know how they work?
No, I mean, they got to be pretty easy, right? You just find someone, you take them in. Look, I'm just really a good pilot that maybe made a mistake one time, maybe twice, maybe 3 times, if I'm going to be honest. But I feel like we could do a bounty, or at least steal his ship.
Uh-huh.
Look, I just want to be the very best, like no one ever was before.
Oh boy. As we're pulling out in orbit, H3 kind of reaches up and takes off his restraining bolt and puts it into one of his pockets.
Okay. Do you do it sneakily at all? I mean,
No.
are you trying to be hiding? Okay, everybody sees it. So yeah, you see this droid pull the Escher, especially for you, have not seen this before.
Yeah.
The droid pulls the restraining bolt off of his neck and just puts it in his pocket like nothing.
You are good at disguises. You should help. I don't think I have a handle on their name yet.
Shikari.
I think it's Shikaka.
And Ramen Noodle told you his name.
Yep.
I don't think H3 gave you his designation yet.
Cool.
Oh, by the way, hey, H3, what's up with the hero on your chest?
Oh yeah, you guys notice a nicely block letter writing of the word hero across H3's chassis.
I mean, it's nice.
I think it is payment.
That's a strange payment. We got to talk about you taking payments from people.
Is it?
I've never seen graffiti payments.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's nice. They did a nice job.
H3 would say, we had an acquaintance on Formos who asked us for help, and we failed to give it.
You guys notice that H3, though it shouldn't be possible for his vocabulary modulator to do this, he sounds a little emotional about that. It might just be a trick of the mind, though.
What do I know about Formos?
Roll me a outer rim roll.
It's
You're
not
smart.
stealth
You probably know
thing.
something at least, and it's gonna be a 2, moderate, because you're from the outer rim.
We need a hero.
Okay. So you haven't heard of? Well, all right. Maybe I take that back. You've heard of Foremost. It's within
Okay.
the sector. You're not sure
Okay.
you know much about it.
Okay. Sounds like someplace new. New is good.
It has sand. I hate sand. Just kidding.
It's everywhere.
I mean, I don't mind sand at all.
He does not say that.
Listen, he just really hated sand.
I really hate sand.
You know, the Darth Vader was the only one not on the ground during the Battle of Scarif, and it was because he hated sand.
There you go. So before we get to Formos, should I turn off our transponder and we look for a unofficial landing spot?
Dane, help me out here because I don't remember.
Mhm.
Did we flew in there on this ship, right?
No.
We flew out of there on the ship.
If you recall, Abe, you were
I would
actually
recall.
flown in while in binders
Oh, shit.
on your old ship, the Vespero,
Mm.
which your crew promptly kicked you out of at about a height of 10 feet before cruelly flying off without you.
Mm.
Marooned.
You were on Foremost for several, what did I say, weeks or years? I don't know. But you had come by your own will off of a shuttle.
Right.
Would I foresee an issue with us flying in there with this transponder?
Well,
shit.
maybe if you use the Force to force see.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm gonna do that. So Ra just like
You even used the word.
so Ra like touches the cat's balls that are hanging from his windshield.
They're not balls, they're claws. You don't
No,
have
I'm
his
pretty sure they're
testicle
balls.
hanging.
And he kind of like touches them and then like starts to say something and then just like looks off in the distance.
Yeah,
As
he
if
just kind of
something was talking to him.
fades away. And go ahead and roll me your Force die there, Abe.
Oh my god.
Is that a Twi'lek thing?
Yes.
Hey, yeah, that's good, right? Right?
All right.
Right?
So as everybody's kind of talking, you're just kind of thinking about the situation, Ra, and your kind of eyes just kind of go blank a little bit, and send you. I'm gonna slide into your DMs. Hold on a second.
Oh, slide me a little DM.
DM in your DMs.
All right, let me think here a second.
No pressure. Andy, that's how I'm picturing your hero.
Nice. On the fly photoshopping.
You guys, the rest of you can feel free to talk or roleplay while I'm doing this, but
H3 would approach Shikari.
You fix my mask.
Are you planning on killing us? I will try to stop you. I think you would kill me, or I think you would destroy me, but I think I would hurt you very much.
No, I'm not gonna kill you.
Plus, I don't believe that you can fly this ship. You don't seem skilled.
She looks at him for a second. Can you really fix my mask?
I'm not sure if I like you.
That's fine. I'm sure I don't like you.
Yes. Also, if you want real cybernetics like a gank, I can do that.
I don't.
It would make you better than you are.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, she kind of pauses for a second and then
Are you a bounty hunter for real?
pulls off her mask and her. Does the chest plate fit okay?
the chest plate fits okay. Basically, what it is it was part of the larger. It was part of the actual cybernetic implant, but you basically just took the plating and were able to kind of wear the plating as almost like a breastplate of armor, as well as the pauldrons from the gank.
Okay. Yeah, so she slowly takes off her helmet and holds it out to you.
Are you a bounty hunter? You look like a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Oh. Why don't you want to go on this bounty with us? You seem very cautious. Are you afraid?
Cautious keeps you alive.
Okay.
I don't think you and your friend understand the shit you're getting into with practice. If you did, you would be more cautious.
I don't think you understand. We're already in it. Welcome to the crew. He takes the helmet and armor downstairs. I'm gonna break that shit down into parts.
So that'll be
Are you seriously? Ooh.
Maybe.
This is going to be
She
a
did not
very.
she didn't give him the armor, she just gave him the mask.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know by the rules what I can do with that.
There you go. Ed.
Oh, I gotta read this. How do I?
Can you see it?
Yeah, I needed to paste it into my OneNote because I'm a nerd.
Nerd. Nerd alert.
That big enough?
That's pretty fucking vague.
Okay.
So, during this conversation, all of a sudden, Ra seems to like finish a thought.
He does that thing that Nicolas Cage does from Gone in 60 Seconds. Where he opens his hand, go, and then he just comes back.
So, I mean, I don't know what it is, but I mean, when I think about Foremost, I mean, something's changed. I don't know. It's different. I'm not feeling as good about it anymore.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. First I was touching these balls, and then I was seeing stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's the whiskey. Look, I just feel like if we go in there, maybe you're right. We might need to be a little bit more cautious. Look, Any ideas? I'm flying blind at the point. Literally. Look, we're in the middle of space. I'm flying blind.
Would I know in my work in the docks on Foremost? Would I know of any like unregistered spaceports?
Really on Foremost, there's only the one area that is highly populated. The rest is just mostly nomad camps, tents, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of just open space.
Okay.
You do know that there was a spot outside of the Foremost that you guys hid the ship before, kind of amongst some rocks.
Oh, right. And unless someone was like actively looking for ships out there, it wouldn't like. I don't know how exactly scanning works, but it's
Yeah,
not
I
like,
mean,
super obvious that like someone parked out there.
no, I mean,
Okay.
unless somebody's looking for ships, you're right.
Okay.
It wouldn't be obvious that somebody parked out there, but you wouldn't have any of the amenities or features of parking at an official spaceport.
That's fine.
Look, I'm just saying maybe we need to be, can't believe I'm saying this, cautious.
We could park outside. We could land the ship outside of the city. There are several rock formations I know which would offer concealment.
I stare at you for a really long time. I mean, it sounds pretty legit. Does that suit you, Shikari?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, Escher, I know you don't drink, but now's a good time to start. And I'm gonna start going towards there.
There being.
Foremost.
All right, so you guys are going to have to make a jump to
Oh, God.
Foremost, just like you made a jump from Foremost to get to Fluids for now.
I have some sort of astrogation.
Come
You
on,
can do an
H3.
aspiration to try to find the best route. Yes.
Shikari, you're kind of in the co-pilot seat, so do you mind? You can have the refresher downstairs. It's pretty comfortable.
She'll get up and she'll go down to the bunk.
I'm telling you, the steel's really cold. It's nice.
So Abe, Andy, I'm gonna need your help with some rules stuff here.
Okay.
Your ship is a Class 2 hyperdrive, meaning that a Class 1, if I remember correctly, a Class 1 takes the time equivalent and multiplies it by 1, where a Class 2 would multiply it by 2. Does that sound right?
No idea.
Sounds
That's
how
really
they've done
badass.
it in the past.
That's how they've done in the past, yeah. And I can't seem to find the rule for that. Let me do a quick Google check here. Because you guys have I believe your ship has a Class 1 with a backup.
Here it is, page 247, Edge of the Empire. You multiply the travel time by the hyperdrive's class.
Okay.
So Class 2 would be
Makes
double
sense.
the time for a Class 1.
Okay. So those estimates of travel time I gave you before may have been a little off, and I apologize for that.
Whoa.
it's fine. I'm gonna
But
die by
fine.
this bounty anyways.
All right, so let's see here. As far as difficulty is concerned, let me look at my...
Rachel, when you get down to the hold, Escher's already sitting on the bunk.
Uh-oh.
I mean, there's a limited number of seats.
She just stepped away. There's my workbench also. What
Yep.
happened?
He's not sitting on the workbench.
Seth said he's already sitting on the bunk when you go down there.
So is it like a 2-tier bunk or it's like a single bunk? It's like bunk beds, right?
Yeah.
So, Andy, if I remember correctly, you guys jumped to Wilsfang from the Duralic. I should really.
Oh,
name
I
systems.
actually would know this. Hold on. I'll check my
Yeah.
notes. Because I have a
Which was
map and everything.
Which was along a particular hyperlane.
Here you go, buddy. Boom.
Okay.
To
Uh,
Duralic.
Yeah.
That's our ship, by the way. I drew it.
Idiki.
Now you just need to put a little unicorn on the side.
So
So you went from Foremost to Durakin,
yep.
and that was along the which hyper route is that? One of the
Purple.
better known-
No.
One of the better known ones. So hold on a second. Galaxy map. SW Galaxy Map, by the way, is an awesome site.
It's a little ridiculous for the
It
record.
is.
Like, that should not exist, and I'm glad
Nothing
it
wrong with
does.
ridiculous.
That's great. Hyperlink. Click on it.
We need a better ship.
Yeah, I'm telling you, let's go after this guy's ship. Fuck the bounty.
He just had like his ship is probably a lot slower, but a lot bigger because it was a freighter.
Raider.
I may or may not have a picture of it.
Mm-hmm. Big old clunky freighter.
Okay, well, anyways, Drulakin is along a major hyperlane, but
Yes.
in order to jump from Drulakin to Swilsfing, you had to make a pretty difficult nav computer jump.
The force is with us.
Now, you can do that again on the way back, but if you also recall, in Drulakin, you ran into a little trouble.
That's true. There was a big ship there.
There was an Imperial patrol.
That's
You were able to escape before a Star Destroyer jumped in the system, but it doesn't mean that they're necessarily still there. It being a patrol, they've probably been patrolling the hyperlane. And Escher, you know that just from what Tatch, the Harch, was telling you, there is a blockade at the Kabindi system, which is along that same hyperlane, but to the north.
So could we jump south and jump on that hyperlane?
So if you jump south onto that hyperlane, that's actually not an official hyperlane. That is a little thing that's known as the Kessel Run.
Oh,
yeah. Let's do that.
love me the Kessel Run.
And that
Fool
might be
me
a little
once,
trickier.
Fool me twice. So,
But to be honest, anything other than those two options are going to be almost suicide if you're going to try to jump directly to Foremost.
So as Ra is about to like jump to hyperspace,
Yeah.
I kind of spin around in my chair and say loud enough that everyone can hear. So, the last time we did this, H3 and I may have run into a little bit of a thing called a Star Destroyer. I'm not feeling too good about going the way we came. I mean,
Everybody knows what a Star Destroyer is, so
we could always take the Kessel Run. I mean,
It wasn't very little, Ra.
What?
It wasn't little.
Okay, it was a really big. We almost died. So I'm just saying, maybe.
What, you have the
No,
Empire on
it's
your ass too?
it's fine. Everything was great. We are here, obviously. So maybe we push our luck with the Kessel Run. I'm just saying.
I thought you said this was an Imperial ship.
Well, it is, but it's also a stolen Imperial ship.
Plotting hyperspace.
Kessel Run it is, and I swizzle, spin. I spin back around.
all right. So we're calculating what it would be to jump into the Kessel Run from Fullsfang. Let me look here.
My skilled jockey skill says that we remove one black dice from
Mhm,
a
mhm, mhm,
pilot.
mhm.
Just throwing that out there.
Mhm.
I feel like we may need it along with one of the force dice that we have left.
All right, all right, all right.
Seth, do you remember that time you joined our campaign and I killed us right away?
Yep.
Okay, good. I'm feeling real good.
Pilot us right into a black hole.
Did we warn him that this campaign has already ended once? And
Yep. Nope.
okay,
Nope.
all
nope,
right,
nope.
that's
Nope,
fine.
never came
Tell
up.
him that. Don't know what you're talking about.
It was a
Uh,
hologram for the record. It didn't actually.
All right, let's see here.
Why is it so warm up here? Can't believe I'm turning the AC on. It's freaking 70 degrees outside in
Yeah,
November.
it's really on here.
Thank God it's on my phone. If I'd have to get up and do that, that would be the worst. First world problems.
Did anyone else see people calling the app Parlor as Mind Space?
No.
MEIN space.
Hmm.
What happened?
Parlor. It's the conservative version of Facebook,
Oh, nice.
which
Where
evidently
truth exists.
Right,
Yep.
where they're not going to censor you. Where the
Sure.
liberals aren't
I
going to.
have heard about that. Yeah. I
where,
didn't
where
realize that's what it was called.
no one will fact check them.
Right, because fact checking has really mattered the last 4 years.
Right. And Facebook, gives it their best.
Okay. Let me think how I want to do this.
Is there something harder than
So-
formidable?
Oh my
So
god.
a jump to Kessel is not going to be a big deal.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
basically where the smugglers are coming from to go to Filsfing.
I've flown it.
Um,
Everyone's flown it.
yeah, so that's not going to be the hard part. The hard part will be actually doing the Kessel run, as you know, Ra. Particularly certain spots of the Kessel run, such as the Maw, and there's some other areas that are tricky too. I didn't anticipate that this is what you were going to do. So
Are there options? Like we
your other option is to jump through real space, but not along a hyperlane like
Oh,
you
is
did
that
to get there.
Is that a thing? Like I can just
Yes, so it's more difficult, but that's how you guys ended up getting to Filsfing, is that H3 calculated a route and pulled it out clutch as you guys were being attacked by TIE fighters.
Oh, then I would
So-
totally do that for the record. I would
More
just,
more difficult than normal, or more difficult than the Kessel run?
More difficult than normal, more difficult than jumping on a known hyperlane, because you have to calculate the probability of running into real space obstacles, such as random debris and things like that. But less. Well, it's all context.
Yeah.
It may be less difficult than doing the Kessel run, but the issues or the challenges the Kessel run are at least known to you. So it's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say.
So really our options are Kessel Run or Dralkin.
I will say that for you, Abe, you've had a pretty bad experience with the Kessel run.
let's stare off in the distance. The Maw. Well, H3, I leave it up to you.
Well, I don't. What options are Dralkin or the Kessel Run?
Yeah.
I mean, we ran from them once. We can run from them again.
I feel like, and Dane, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I feel like our ship is actually pretty fast.
Yeah, we can outrun.
It is. It's a.
Fuck it,
it's
let's
a
do it.
Starcore fighter.
Come on, H3. You gotta
Yeah.
live a little.
There's only a chance that they'll be there, and I think we can outrun them. If
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah.
All right. So to calculate this jump, you're going to make me an astrogation check.
Yes.
The difficulty is going to be
One.
+1, so it should be a 2 purple to start with, and then I'm going to add a setback die for the fact that you're calculating for anomalies and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm feeling
Oh
good.
shoot! I think this is a good one. I'm gonna spend a thing.
Spend it. Smokes what you
All
got.
those dark side points I have.
We're out of things, guys.
God help us.
Hmm.
Oh, damn.
Pretty nice. All right. So you guys are able to jump. You make the jump to light speed, the big L, as it's called. Seth, I don't know if you still have your source book for the D6 Star Wars, but check in the back. There's a list of Star Wars slang that is just it's a jump.
Oh man, I gave it all
Jump into the big L is one of them.
The big L.
That's possibly the most 80s thing.
It's awesome. All right, let me see here. Okay, so H3 makes some quick but accurate calculations, and after plugging in the coordinates, he turns to Ra and says,
He just gives him a thumbs up.
"Okay,
Well, on the plus side, if you screw this up, we'll probably never know.
H stares at you for like 3 or 4 seconds,
always
and then
positive."
says, "That's true," and then gives Ra a thumbs up.
So I look back at Usher and I go, the key to victory is the element of surprise. Surprise! And I like punch it.
All right,
Oh gosh.
Ra hits the switch and you guys make the jump. All right. So I'm going to speed up some time here, but this jump, because it was within the same region.
So we're jumping to Drunkle? The Dunkel beer.
It's actually, I think it might even be in the same sector.
Gunkle's done.
I forget. I'm putting in my notes. I forgot to put. Are we jumping to
Durka.
Okay.
Durka, yeah. Durkalanka.
Yeah, got it. Jump to Durka.
Durkalanka.
Dirkland.
First thing.
First
thing.
thing.
All right, so you're within the sector. So normally that would take, I'm going to say it's going to take on the shorter end of a jump in the sector. So it takes 10 hours, but multiply that by 2. So it's going to take 20 hours in space. I'm going to speed that up unless you guys want to do anything in that downtime.
I will take care of it between.
Okay.
I would just make a comment to like Shikari and be like, hey, I'm going to try something new here. And I think maybe, don't be caught off guard, but maybe we should lay low when we get there. And then I'm just going to walk away and sit back down in the pilot seat before she says anything.
Okay. She's like literally right behind you in the co-pilot seat. So you stand up and say that to her and then turn back around and sit down.
Touch the cat paws as I go away.
Okay, so you guys just kind of sit back and relax. Andy, you can put that in your downtime bank.
Oh yeah.
Downtime back.
Anybody else? Seth, do you have anything you want to do in the downtime?
Oh my god, can he heal me again?
He could probably heal you within that time again. I don't know what the time restraints are on healing wounds. Is it once per
encounter?
Encounter. So I'll say this is a separate encounter. So
yeah, do it. Heal
go
me.
ahead. Go ahead and roll a medicine check there. And then he can use his med kit, right? Once per encounter, or is that once per session?
Well, the stim pack is once per scene, but
Once per
stim pack just heals you 3, I think, or,
Okay.
or is it 5, and then it's reduced.
Yeah, it loses its potency after
Yeah.
each use. I know that, but yeah, you can use a stim pack as well as your medicine if you want to try to heal the rest of Ra's wounds. I don't
So-
Sure.
Just for the record, this critical wound, judging by my notes, I have
Mhm.
had since October of 2019.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we took a long pause there, but yeah,
I mean,
that sounds about right.
but for the record, it's been a full year.
So also, Abe, for the record, the fact that you had a med pack this whole time, we could have used like 1 free stim pack every single scene for this whole freaking campaign.
Just Ra's like, hey, not sure if this is helpful or not, but here's
Oh,
this thing
boy.
I found. It's like a fresh pack of band-aids.
All right. So, what difficulty am I rolling against?
That's a good question. I believe it is because you're not healing a critical. You can roll your medicine, and the healing of the wounds result is based on your successes. Hold on, let me go back to my thing here. Recovering health, wounds. There we go. Medical care. Character may attempt a medicine check to help a character heal wounds. Each character may only receive 1 medicine check each encounter, as there is only so much good first aid can do to help a character. The difficulty of the check is based on the target's current state of health. Okay. So he is at how many wounds? Abe, how many
3.
wounds? 3 wounds, which is less than half of your wound threshold. So it's easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
You got this.
Bam. Healed.
Oh
like
my
nobody's
god.
business. You didn't even have to use a stim pack.
So, I'm assuming at some point, yeah, during this journey, Rod sidles up to Escher and it's like, so I've got this other wound.
Will you look at this?
It's like
this look
seeping
bad?
and
It's
pussing.
festering.
Hey, when I squeeze it like this, it hurts really badly. I don't. Is that? And it just like a little bit of pus. Yeah. I mean, I just pour some whiskey on it every night. I mean, that seemed fine.
I think the whiskey is like reacting with your squealic blood in a way that
This is taking too long. Just don't do that.
no, Escher would actually go into
He would
like,
go into detail. I gotcha.
yeah, some mind-numbing like chemistry details.
I'm about a third through my bottle while
roll,
this talking.
roll your discipline. Formidable, Abe.
Oh my god, yes.
HC this whole time is his head is like 6 inches from Escher's shoulder, just like watching.
You
Yep.
are bored to tears,
I'm halfway through a bottle.
but he also seems to be healing you, so you're gonna recover 3 strain.
All right. So, if I'm not mistaken here, I kind of zoned out a little bit. But so don't pour whiskey on wounds.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Because, and then he will repeat.
Oh my god. 5 hours later.
Now this is important. So pay attention.
All right. You guys come out of hyperspace into real space above the Drula cannon system.
Nailed it.
And your passive scanners aren't picking anything up.
I thought it's something I
Silent.
actually would want to do in person here for downtime.
Yep.
I do want to try to work on Shikari's helmet.
Sure,
Yeah.
give it a shot.
Give it a shot. I'm gonna give it a mechanics.
Rachel, is that what your character actually looks like when the helmet's not on?
Like what?
Like your character? I don't think I've ever actually looked at your little icon.
Oh no, that's just with a helmet on.
Oh, what was it? Shit, what was it? What was I forgot to roll difficulty dice.
Damn, that's all right. You can roll it retroactively.
What do we got?
What is the difficulty of that? Hold on.
I don't even know what I'm trying to do.
Your fixing it? You're stripping it down?
I'm not. I'm not stripping it down. I just wanted to. He just wanted to like make it actually fit her head.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well then, yeah, you
This
do
is
that.
role playing stuff. But
You did that. I will also say that you can. What can you do with that triumph?
I make room for her horns.
Noise.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
So you
Actually,
take.
I make perfect room for her horns, as if he memorized exactly where all of her horns were.
That's
Nice.
very
Cool.
creepy.
That's not
Nice.
creepy
I
and
don't know.
awesome
Would
at
she
the
think
same
about
time.
that, or would she just be like, "Oh, look, all my horns fit"?
Oh,
I don't know.
put it
She
together
doesn't
and
seem
he
very
actually knows
trusting.
Exactly where all of her horns are. Maybe.
I don't know.
He's a
If you
droid.
did that to Ra, I'd be like, oh my god, this is amazing. Shikari would be like,
so
what
I'm
the
going to
fuck?
say, Cena, you look less like. It looks less like a traditional gank hood, and it looks more like something that's been fitted perfectly for you.
Okay.
I mean, there is a custom fit thing. I don't know what it does, but
Yeah, find it and read me what the
it costs money though.
it does cost money.
I mean, we've got money
Well,
for
I
days.
mean, you got a triumph to work for, so I'm willing to.
Remove a setback from athletics and skill checks and stealth checks. Sorry.
Ooh, that
I don't
sounds
know
pretty
if that would
badass.
apply to her helmet. That's the only
Sure.
thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is there anything else that? How about this? Let's say that infrared scanner or that in-helmet scanner.
Mhm.
There was one already installed. So let's
like scanner
put that
goggles?
on the hard part. You were able to reactivate it.
Okay. So you got in-helmet scanner.
The one that's the 750 credit one. Not the whole optic suite or whatever it's called.
How do can I edit the item from my inventory?
So it should be that it's an armor and it should have 2 hard points that you can put an attachment into. So if you go into your inventory and you click on your Mark III flak vest and helmet,
Mhm.
one of the tabs should be the attachment tab.
Mhm.
Under that attachment tab, you should be able to drag from the library panel. I think it's under equipment. And then, are they in here? Yeah, attachments. And then you're going to look for in-helmet scanner. And you're just going to drag that over to your attachments.
While I'm at it, can I attempt the mod that's on the in-helmet scanner?
As long as it fits, I'm not sure what the time restraints are on working on stuff. I
I think
don't
it's like
remember.
an hour to do a mod.
Yeah, so then you should be able to try that. Yeah, if you want.
I'll do it.
Install a comm link, a hands-free comm link into the
Make it
helmet.
happen.
You got comments to spare.
Is that gonna take its second hardness away?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
No, so what
Part of
would
the same
you
attachment.
actually go into the attachment that's inside your armor right now, and if you click the mods tab, that's what I'm trying for. Mechanics. They are normally difficulty 3. And we get a boost and a thing. Shaka-ka-ka-ka.
Why would you
Nice.
assume she's wearing makeup?
I just picture her. She
Oh.
seems like a makeup kind of
Pick
person.
up that thing, Rachel, you got the mod.
All right. Sweet. So now
Nice.
my
So your helmet has both
my
a
helmet.
scanner that will help you with any kind of vision impairing thing, as well as a comm link that's built right into your helmet, so you don't need to carry a comm link.
That's
around
pretty
with you.
badass.
You click the helmet scanner, and then
Oh, I see.
That's
That's
right
where
in
the
the
mods
mods,
is.
so you can-
Installed calmly hands-free. Oh, thanks.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I will mark off my 50 parts.
the attachment and mod system in this game is pretty cool.
Okay.
It's super cool.
Yeah.
Mods, calmly hands-free. Shikari, Cena, whatever her name is, she takes it and she tries it on. Goes, huh? Thanks. How much? How much? Yeah.
He says, "Do you have any paint?"
No, I have credits.
The next time we kill someone, let me have one of the guns.
Okay.
Hey, why do you just assume we're gonna kill someone?
He stares at Ra for like 15 seconds and then just walks away.
Yeah, everybody overheard that pact, by the way.
Yep.
All right. So you guys drop out of hyperspace into real space above Durlakin. Scanners are reading no ships around or anything like that. It's quiet. You can see the blue planet kind of in the distance there, but nothing seems to be going on.
All right, H3. Before anything happens, why don't you plot a course?
Okay.
And this is going to be an easy astrogation check.
Easy
Andy.
ass.
Easy ass.
Easy ass check. And just for my knowledge, where did you guys land on the transponder? You're leaving it where it is?
I feel like, okay, if we kill it, are we seeing it all as a ship?
Yes. You will still be seen as a ship. You just won't be transmitting your, ship type, captain name, all the standard stuff that are attached to a transponder.
Turn off the transponder unit.
I think probably not turn it off if we're just going to be landing outside of town. Because, like, they would have to... Though I guess the way information works, like, they would have to scan the ship. It would show up as an Imperial class. But then they would have to, like, basically do an inquiry to the boss database and back.
Ra has
which
glassed
makes
over
sense.
as H3 is explaining all this.
I don't really... Andy doesn't really know.
Escher, you find it fascinating.
I don't really know, but I'm kind of working through it myself. But I guess leave it on.
I mean, that makes sense. I see where you're
don't know.
going. Out
It's
of
really
character.
up to you guys. It's up to you guys.
If it's off, if someone idly scans us, they'll immediately see that it's off, which immediately is a red flag. At least if it's on, then they scan it and see it's Imperial, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay. It's kind of weird that they're parked outside of town."
They'd have to like actually have seen the wanted sign or whatever.
I guess, yeah, they would have to like do an inquiry, which means they would have to care enough to do an inquiry.
I mean, that seems legit. I mean,
And I think the only people that do the inquiry are the actually like official people. So I don't know. Is that logic tracking? Would that logic track with what our characters would know, Dane?
Yeah, I mean, what you know about transponder codes is just the common knowledge that transponders are built into the ship's sublay engines. They're tied to the boss data pad of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
They identify the ship, its name, its designation, or its model number, basically, as well as the captain, the registered captain, as well as any crew that would be registered with the ship when it was christened
Gotcha.
or transferred or whatever.
Okay.
And that should match what's in the boss data pad.
Right. Okay. I guess leave it on.
make it so.
Okay.
Oh, let's start track. Damn it.
Here we go.
All right.
So yeah, it's going to be a successful jump. It's going to be another smooth ride. Look here to make sure. Trip is particularly smooth. Each character aboard the vessel recovers 2 strain. So yeah, you would have gotten 2 strain back from the first trip as well as from the second trip.
That's nice.
So if anybody's missing strain, you're getting that back. All right, so you guys drop out of hyperspace above Formos.
Easy peasy.
And when you do,
Oh, son of a bitch! Damn.
You come out of orbit around the planet of Formos. Immediately, your scanners ping as several ships show up on your scanner.
Fuck.
Taking a look at your instruments, you can see there is an Imperial ship stationed in the orbit of Formos at the jump point. This is an Imperial Gazanti-class armored carrier. The Gazanti carries a complement of 2 TIE fighters currently, and attached to the exterior of the hull. Chances are that if you pick them up on your scanner, it's only a matter of time before they pick you up. And something's changed since the last time you were here.
Oh my god! Is there no planet?
Star Destroyer here, maybe?
I want you guys to roll me, everybody roll me a moderate fear check.
That's a thing.
Yes.
A
So
what?
this would be against your discipline.
This
It's
is
a
Like
fear
discipline.
check.
You said moderate, right? So that's
Moderate.
2.
2, yes. Against your discipline. Not deception.
Oh god damn it!
Discipline.
Nice
I mean-
try.
cannot be affected by mind altering powers.
I still got it.
Okay. So yeah, that tracks. All right. Cool. All right. So let me see. Ra, what were you? You're a success. Okay,
Yep.
so you're not affected by the sight of this. This is something you've seen multiple times, Ra. Dodging Imperial patrols and stuff like that. So seeing an Imperial ship doesn't really rattle you. Cena, you're not necessarily rattled by it, but you know it's still unnerving to see an Imperial ship anytime. So you suffer a strain just from the sight of this, but you're not really shocked by it at all. H3, you feel some kind of just some kind of blip in your programming that causes you to recall your former master. What was his name? Deck.
Deck.
And that he was oftentimes harassed by the Imperials when he was trying to just work his normal mechanic job, and you were never sure why, but his kind of fear and stress around Imperials has kind of almost made its way into your programming somehow.
Okay.
And the sight of this brings back that weird glitch in your programming, and you are afraid.
Okay.
However, a droid can be afraid.
Yeah.
So for the rest of this session, I think it's for the rest of the session. Hold on a second. Let me double
Maybe
check the
next
rules
session.
before I say anything. Before I say anything.
There's no titties, there's no dicks.
I'm afeared.
You're afeared.
You're like real afraid.
There it goes. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're going to add a setback to each action
Woo.
during this next encounter.
Jesus.
Okay.
And as you guys are there, you see a hail blinking on your comms, Ra.
Gosh, shit. And I hit it. I hit the hail.
Okay. You hit the hail, and you guys did not turn off your transponder, right?
Nope.
No.
Okay. It says Imperial Exploration Patrol Boat. ... Please, I don't know why I said ... I'm reading my notes here. Please transmit your credentials and clearance code immediately.
Would I know what that is as a pilot?
Yeah, so normally when you're scanned by a starport, by a customs official or something to that nature, they want you to send your credentials, which is just like your pilot license and stuff like that, things that are loaded onto your boss database. But in addition to that, roll your knowledge of warfare, Abe.
Damn, is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's a thing
See?
from Age of Rebellion.
Yep.
That
And it's gonna be a hard difficulty for you.
sounds made up. What's the skill?
The skill is knowledge warfare, and I'll let anybody else roll that as well. It's gonna be hard for everybody. It's gonna be so hard.
What if I don't have that? Is that a
For everybody?
It's under knowledge, yeah.
For everyone?
knowledge?
Bad joke.
That's
Everybody's
3.
hard.
Okay, how am I not seeing this shit?
Warfare is under the knowledge skills, where Underworld and stuff is. Should be right under Underworld.
Honestly, God, I'm either an idiot or I don't have it.
Oh, you're right.
So
You don't have it.
Warfare's not there. Yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
And I have it.
Oh, hey, look at that! I'm sorry. You wanted me to make a what check?
Hard. I want it hard. Hard as it can
Is
be.
that 3?
Yeah. That's nice and hard.
Hmm.
All right. So did anybody get a success here? Cena did.
No, I got a
No,
failure.
Cena didn't. Failure.
Oh God, help me!
Okay. Yeah, you don't. But this has thrown you for a loop, Ramen. You don't know what a clearance code is or why they would need a clearance code.
Oh fuck. Yeah, this is vessel. I feel like I have a code, don't I?
You have your credentials. You're able to send those. Which, by the way, you guys never have actually looked at the boss datapad for the ship.
Oh shit. Yes, this is vessel. Yeah, I'm sending over my credentials right now. We got
Did you
damage.
actually say that?
I totally said that. We had damage in the hyperspace and
Oh,
need
boy.
to shout down for repair.
To be fair, I think our characters probably would have known that that's a thing we could do. Look at the datapad.
You would have. You totally would have. I guess I could have reminded you of that. I just the multiple times that you guys have been that they said, "Hey, Imperial craft, TX or THX 1138 is the designation of your craft."
Oh, I
craft.
think I do that. TH138.
THX 1138, but I don't. I just because I
That's funny.
it also transmits the captain's name and stuff like that, but nobody's actually said the captain's name to you, so I don't know if you would have checked that or not. But I'll leave it up to you guys. Is that something you would have checked?
I feel like as an actual pilot,
Yes.
Ra would have looked.
Okay. After realizing the ship was stolen and jacked, I will.
Yeah,
agree with
I
that.
would have.
Okay.
I would have actually like. Ra's kind of an idiot sometimes, but one thing he prides himself on is he actually knows how to fly.
Okay. So, looking at your boss datapad at some other time in the adventure that is not now, what you have found is where is it? Okay, well, I don't have the name of the captain because
Oh my
I
God.
apparently put it somewhere else that's not in there. But this is an Imperial Exploration Patrol boat, and it was captained by a lieutenant in the Imperial Explorer Corps. Corps. And the co-pilot was an ensign in the Imperial Exploration Corps. And the designation of this particular craft is THX 1138.
Is there by any way they would have like written their clearance code or like kept it under the like
Like
visor or something?
Yeah, let's use one of those force points.
If you use a light point, sure. No.
Is there a light force credit point pool? But I open a forced credit
Take out a
card.
loan. The interest rate on that.
No, you
what
do
was
not
the
see
question
anything within the documentation that you have about a clearance code.
Sure.
Yeah, I would say Lieutenant whatever Zap
Okay.
Brannigan of the Explorer Corps. Ensign.
Yep.
Trying to land to repair damaged ship. We got graffitied. Someone put this mythical unicorn on the side of our ship.
You hear some a pause there for a second, and then he comes back on. He says, "THX 1138, transmit your clearance codes."
Can I use slicing in some way to do something about this?
You can.
Try to find it.
Yeah, sure. You can try to slice. It's going to be a formidable difficulty.
I'm good with
I'm
that.
going to upgrade
Oh, he would.
that once.
I'm just looking over my shoulder.
And I'm gonna
H3?
add a setback, Andy, only because you're doing it while in a hail with the Imperial ship.
Sure.
Oh, hail.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm,
It's a lot of dice.
It's
I
a lot
love
of
of
that
dice.
shit ton of
Formidable
dice.
is 4, right?
Formidable is 4.
3 in a red. That's mine. 1 because I'm a feared. A blue
Yep.
because I'm using slicing gear, but not the data breaker slicing
Yep.
gear.
Correct.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Boy.
I'll
Okay.
hurt it. But
What do you want to use those advantages for?
maybe to make it more difficult for them to detect that I was doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I will say that you were able to get in and get out without them detecting it, but you were not able to find what you were looking for.
Sure.
G1A Imperial Exploration Patrol Boat, THX 1138. Submit your clearance codes now. We are sending 2 TIE fighters over to scan you. You see 2 of the TIE fighters disengage from the Gazanti cruiser.
Folks.
Thought you were a pretty good pilot.
Hold on, and I'm gonna punch it
All
as
right.
fast as I can. And my goal is to get extremely close to this planet and like whip the other way.
Okay. We're gonna make a chase scene here.
Oh, balls!
It is getting late, Dane.
Yeah, I know. So let's stop here. That's a good point to stop. Sorry.
Nice little
Tomorrow you
cliffhanger.
guys probably do not. So I will stop here. That's a good place to stop.
Oh boy, are we gonna run away? We just got here.
I don't know what to do. Every time I fly in somewhere, I gotta fly out.
I know. We're like spinning our tires.
So sorry, guys. Yeah, I was the whole time you guys were discussing your plans. I'm like, what are they gonna do with their transponder code? What's going to happen?
But if we didn't have a transponder code, then we would have immediately flagged as like no code. So then they would have definitely come out to scan us.
Yeah.
Unless there's maybe a chance like I can try slicing again while they're on their way over.
Yeah.
If there's like enough time before the TIE fighters get there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Abe chooses to punch it.
That's true.
Punch
Well,
it.
You guys can discuss.
yeah.
I would
You know,
I would
kinda-
say that Rob would like look back and do one of those like, guys,
What am I doing?
and then
Or
like my
you get-
hand would go to the throttle, and you would have moments to react. We'll put
Sure,
it that way.
It was just fun for me because I had this planned out a while
Oh,
ago,
boy.
and then listening to you guys discuss what you're gonna do. So
Oh boy. How much downtime did we get in that second jump? Another 20 hours?
second jump would probably have been how many successes did you have?
A couple? No, just one.
Just one. Okay. Yeah. So I would say probably another 20 hours.
Okie dokie. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right.
All right, guys. Well,
Woohoo! Thanks,
if we're willing, we'll do this again next Tuesday. Yeah.
I'm game.
Cool.
Oh boy, oh boy,
Seth,
oh boy.
welcome to our crazy game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Thanks for
All
having
right,
me.
good. Yeah.
Bunch of
Glad
misfit.
to have you.